And I'm gonna stay done, being looking all funky and shit. Um, so I just wanted to jump up on here. And I just kind of wanted to talk with y'all for about a minute. Smoothie. Mm. Um, Two things. Please, I apologize because I look like a mess express, but whatever, y'all. This is so. You need some? Hold on, y'all, because I gotta have my little one. I'm gonna keep talking and rolling with these punches, okay? Because y'all gotta help yourselves, because we are literally in the end times, and excuse me, we can't afford to, not, Pinche Diana, qué cabrón. Ten. Yeah, thank you, mommy. My bad. Okay, there. So first and foremost, y'all, good morning. Don't be making a mess on my bed, okay? Good morning, y'all. Thank you so much. And like I said, I do apologize for looking like a hot mess express and then some, okay? But fuck my bangs because they're just whack in general. But anyways, so as you can see by the thumbnail, I did find a cure. There are two different alternatives. First of all, let me give you my brief bio. I'm a mother of five. I'm a committed civil rights activist, and I've been doing this proudly for over 36 years of my life. I started when I was 15 and have never looked back since. But it's interesting actually because many of us do take that kind of turn. We start young, and then as we age, we just, I don't know, y'all. We just never look back. Um, so with that being said, I look like I'm on something about Mary. Okay, so anyways, let's get this shit lit. So two things, okay? This can add your, okay, so if you're already a much older person, if you are in your 40s, 50s, your 20s, 30s, 40s, whatever. This is like exclusively for pretty much an older population. If you take 100% extra virgin olive oil, 1 teaspoon, and you put 3 drops of lemon, the yellow lemon, that can help your heart. It can help get rid of heavy metals and toxins from your brain, thus getting rid of free radicals in your brain. That is the scientific medicinal term that medical doctors and other practitioners use as well. It will rid you of, free radicals, which I would like to think in return it boosts circulation. It helps your memory. It prevents, if there's any benign types of cancer trying to get all up in that, vicinity, it will basically get rid of and destroy that. It's good for your cardiovascular. I think I mentioned that one already. It also helps protect you against blood clots, which in return stop heart attack and stroke. It's also good for your respiratory tract. It also helps you to lose weight. It heals you literally all around. Also, it boosts your immune system apart from orange juice. It's amazing, dude. This particular remedy, it does so freaking much, y'all. And I promise you, if y'all do it daily, the benefit of it. Now, don't be excessive. Don't be extreme. If you have OCD, please don't do it to the max. Ah, you shouldn't be drinking that much soda anyway. Demanding. Ah, pinche cabrona, nunca dejas. No, te esperas. There. Here. I apologize about that. My baby got a tad bit demanding, y'all. So as you can see, I am actively in bed. It's kind of nice because um, everybody's well rested, which now in return I can go do the homeschooling and my day will just be okay. And like I said, please excuse my whack excuse of hair. I don't know why my hair is tripping out like that, but when I do my hair, I be looking like a lot different. And it's so funny because for every day, there's really like a different way that I put my hair. But anyways, we're not discussing my hairstyle or fashion or anything like that. This is a medicinal, medical vlog, y'all. So, anyways, you basically have to take this on an empty stomach for it to take full action and to fully work to its full maximum. Okay, I was gonna say full on out maximum is really what I wanted to say. But so you get 1 teaspoon. You fill it with the extra virgin olive oil, 100%, and you add 3 drops of lemon. In my husband's case, he squeezed some lemon out and put it into a spoon. So I kind of feel like to some extent, like it kind of may have overdone it to some extent, but we'll see. Um, but I'm going to quickly just kind of go over the things that this particular remedy does. Okay. So first and foremost, this remedy is a cure for pretty much literally everything. You can even go on YouTube looking at various other medicinal um, healers. The Ayurvedic folks, they can tell you as well. There are so many avenues that you can take to save your life and to save your loved ones, your children, and actually, I gotta share my experience as well. So, hold on to your boots. Excuse my weirdness. Okay. Anyways, so let's jump right into what this particular remedy cures. Right. Emma, get Ellie, because she's being wild and getting coke all over the place. Um, so first and foremost, it's extra virgin olive oil, 100%. You get 3 drops of lemon. And you must take it first thing in the morning on an empty stomach for it to have the full capability to heal. Let me repeat myself. First thing when you open your bitty eyeballs, you must be on an empty stomach. No coffee, no tea, no soda, no drinks, no food whatsoever. Okay? So next step is to basically get a teaspoon of the extra virgin. Sorry, I gotta laugh at myself. God, my accent, y'all. I don't know what the hell is going on with me. But extra virgin olive oil, and you basically put it onto the spoon. You get those 3 drops of lemon. You drink it. You cannot drink or eat for 20 minutes after, so that the remedy works. So almost kind of like the same process like before you took it, but only this is after the fact. And I promise y'all, it does not taste oily at all. Like, I think, well, I'll share my experience with y'all. But anyways, when I seen my husband take it, I was like, what the excuse me? Okay. See, that was just my response. So I was like, anything you can do, I can do better. Okay, so anyways, we'll talk about our personal experiences with this particular remedy, but I just wanted to dive into really quickly what it cures and why, if possible, you should do it for your loved ones, your parents, and your children. Yes, you heard me correctly. Even your children can do it. However, Emma the baby. However, Um, I don't think babies should do it. I believe that toddlers would be okay, but not infants. Okay, and there's reasons for that. So let's jump in really quickly to what this particular remedy does. First and foremost, it gets rid of the free radicals in your brain. For those of you who don't know what free radicals are, those are like heavy metals and things that cancer needs or occupies to grow and flourish. Secondly, it helps your cardiovascular systems. For those of you who are sleeping sheep, for those of you who don't really know the medical terms, that basically is your heart and the rest of your cardiovascular symptoms. Ezekiel, enough. So Emma, go ahead and get him. So basically what it does is that it destroys the ability for blood clots to grow, which in return stops a heart attack and it stops stroke. Also, it takes care of respiratory tract, folks with asthma, bronchitis, etc. It takes care of diabetes, high blood pressure. It also promotes weight loss. Also, if for the ladies exclusively, if y'all wanted to increase your breast size, y'all could get a olive oil and in a circular motion with little Greek seeds in it, of course. After you blend all of that, it would work to excuse me, increase your cup size with fenugreek. It's so weird to like say. I'm so used to reading it and like just seeing it, but fenugreek, yeah, that one. And you blend it for a few minutes, and then you can utilize it as a solution to increase your cup size. And that is the natural, holistic way of increasing breast size for you ladies out there who are interested in that. So I think I covered basically pretty much. And apart from the increasing your cup size, it also helps you with weight loss as well. And for the folks with high blood pressure and diabetes, that's perfect because it's going to help you with your blood sugar and insulin, as well as helping you to lose weight. What is the much needed component of diabetes to thrive? It needs the weight gain. It needs your sugar to be out of whack and haywire, and the insulin as well. Emma, come get the baby. And so all of those are like breeding grounds for diabetes and high blood pressure. So there's that. Also, for those of you who don't know, turmeric. For you folks who got high blood pressure, hear me out. High blood pressure and diabetic. Or folks with diabetes. Okay? If you basically...
Dad forgot his wallet.
Oh, Jesus. If you basically get the actual root of turmeric. Now, every local grocery store has turmeric in the powder form. However, I will make the commentary that turmeric powder may be effective, but not nearly as effective as if you were to search for the turmeric root itself. And so basically, once you are successful at finding the turmeric root, you get olive oil. And this is a separate remedy. It has nothing to do with the lemon and olive oil. These are just two different remedies that exclusively pertain to healing of diabetes and high blood pressure. That's only the turmeric one. Turmeric also is really well known for stopping cancer and for boosting your immune system. But from what I am educated on, in terms of Ayurvedic medicine, as far back as I studied, turmeric basically helps diabetes, high blood pressure, and it helps to boost your immune system and basically stop cancer. How these two remedies differentiate, you're probably asking yourself, well, they sound very similar. I know. Okay. I know. Um, so first and foremost, I will make the commentary of this that the olive oil with the 3 drops of lemon does a heck a lot more, because it basically gets rid of the free radicals from your brain, which those free radicals are the ones typically responsible for brain cancer, and basically anything that it needs to thrive in that arena. And your head is glorious. You guys got to take the very best care of it. I wish I would have caught on to Ayurvedic medicine when I was a teenager, because if this had been the case, my grandma would have still been here and my dad would have still had his mother, and we would have had so many much more of our loved ones still here with us. Unfortunately, that's just not the case, and it's okay because I know they're home with God and they're finally resting. And when God finally returns, my loved ones are coming back. So I find closure in that. Anyways, so um, the one biggest difference that I will tell you guys is that um, basically how it differentiates is like I had specified earlier. It gets rid of the free radicals in your brain, which is what cancer needs to create brain cancer in the first place. It also improves brain circulation, by helping the blood vessels and things like that in your brain to expand properly, thus creating a healthier brain, thus creating a healthier version of you. Also helps the cardiovascular area completely. It does a full 360 for your heart. So, you know, what causes heart attack and heart stroke, it gets rid of all of that. And so that's really cool. Okay. And it also helps people who have respiratory asthma and bronchitis. It helps to destroy what is needed for that to be created in the first place. It also helps and promotes weight loss. It also helps increase women's breast size. If you want to go out of your way and get the fenugreek, you can do that. Ladies, once you get it, if you decide to go that route, y'all can get the olive oil, mix the fenugreek, and it sounds so weird to me. Uh, but y'all can make like a compound, like a little mix. Once you do that successfully, you can go in a circular motion on both breasts. Make sure you're doing it properly, because once it settles and it does what it does, um, you will reap what you sow, literally, as we speak. So make sure you're doing things correctly and properly, ladies. That's if you want to increase. If you're done and you want to stay the way you are and you love yourself the way God intended you to be, I am so happy for you. And so that is the biggest difference, is that it helps your brain, it helps your heart, it helps asthma, it promotes weight loss. It also helps people with diabetes to regulate their insulin, and it also helps to regulate blood sugar levels and get you back to normal. It also helps people with high blood pressure. So I would like to think that after a month or so of doing it, these folks will literally no longer be dependent on the pill, or quite possibly not even the injection. I mean, ultimately, that's my goal. I want to be able to hear your guys' success stories. Really, I do. I truly, 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 truly want to hear your guys' success stories of how you guys tried out the olive oil and lemon with the 3 drops. There's actually different versions of it. However, I feel like the one with the olive oil and the lemon tends to do a lot more. Um, because there's another one that you can basically do where it's olive oil, lemon, and honey. Now, for those of you who don't know, honey is a antimicrobial natural remedy. It basically boosts your immune system and it literally destroys viruses. And I can give my testimony on this of how strong honey is, because when I was not feeling well, that I was literally feeling like it was the end of the world as we know it, because I couldn't breathe. I began to get even sore throat, and basically I went downstairs. Because I had studied natural holistic medicine. What the fudge? Because I studied natural holistic medicine, I apologize. I got tongue tied. Um, I kind of knew the things that would work and the things that don't. So I went downstairs. I took two really large teaspoons of honey, and I also drank a hot tea. And within 24 hours, bye bye sore throat. Never got reinfected, even though my whole house had RSV and the flu, and things like that. So, and in that time when we were not feeling well, I utilized these remedies with my kids, my husband, everybody took it. And we never got sore throat again, ever. Provided that we did, oh God, and it makes me so angry because I am a practitioner of natural holistic medicine. I love nature. God intended us to be healthy, and He did not invent pills or injections or anything. So, I get really upset and disappointed in myself anytime that I really got to turn to Western medicine, for my kids, myself, my husband, etc. Like I'm like an angry dog gnawing at a bone. You know what I mean? And so, um, unfortunately, my little baby, she's 10 months now, thank God. Um, and basically, I observed her for 2 days, enough to see that she couldn't breathe. It was on the third day when I rushed her to the urgent care across the street from my husband's job, which is at 501 South Rancho. And basically, I was told that she had RSV. If you pay attention to my vlogs loyally, there is a vlog that I did when I was still at the urgent care, where in that vlog you can see that I'm breastfeeding her, and you can see that she's hooked up to an IV. Um, so a couple of different things. Initially, when we got there, we had a really sorry excuse of a nurse that was checking us in. This lady was extremely belligerent, extremely rude. She also breached my daughter's and mine HIPAA laws. So I am going to report her, and I am going to let them know that I am going to, take legal action against that, because I don't care what clinic, what hospital, what facility, they do not have the legal right to pull up your children's vaccine record, no matter where you go, um, regardless of your beliefs. Okay, zero difference. And now that we are in this end times biblical phase, it makes zero difference. Laws are laws, and they have to be followed. And so, anyways, long story short, this lady basically breached our HIPAA, rights, and she was just being disgraceful, to say the least. Um, and I think at some certain point, my younger daughter realized that I was getting ready to do some. Excuse me. Oh my god, that was scary. She probably realized that I was getting ready to, do some not smart things, and so she's like, "Okay, mom, well, we better go. Um, we better go ahead and go to our area where we gotta be," which is what we ended up doing. And so when we got a different nurse, I'm like, you know what? I cannot work with this woman. She has a really ugly attitude. She's being really messed up to my daughter, really messed up to my other daughter, and I'm simply not having it. Okay? So I'm gonna need you to like literally go and find me three of your most loving, compassionate nurses. And guess what? That's exactly what this woman did, and I'm so immensely grateful for, because they were so amazing, y'all. They were compassionate. They were loving. And what really drew the line for me was, my daughter had to get an IV because of her situation. She had to get steroids. She needed to get IV fluids because she just wasn't properly eating during that time. And so unfortunately they had to pick her vein with an IV, and she was so uncomfortable. It was truly heartbreaking. And I'm like, And I'm thinking to the top of my head, what's the number one thing that I can do to comfort my baby during this trying time of her life? She's facing a storm presently, so what's that number one thing I can do? Oh, breastfeeding. Ding, ding, ding. The light went off in my head, so I instantaneously started breastfeeding my baby while I was there in the room with her hooked up to the IV. But what really pissed me off, y'all, was honestly when I was basically in the room. I was there breastfeeding my daughter. My boob was like freaking out. Obviously I'm nursing her. And so, this doctor that we had, he wasn't even a doctor, y'all. He was a physician assistant. This is what drives me mad. A freaking physician's assistant. The real doctor wasn't even there. They only go in the daytime, okay? So, note to self, if y'all ever want to get a real doctor at that urgent care on Rancho, y'all best believe you're going to go in the daytime. And even if you got work or school. So, anyways, he was standing at the door for like, I swear to you guys, a total of 15 minutes watching me breastfeed my baby. And then after the fact, then he's like, "Oh, I'm coming in to talk to you about your daughter's health care." And I was like, what the heck, dude? For real, dude. I wanted to chew him out so badly, but I'm like, I'm gonna keep the peace and do the honorable thing because I know how mean I can be and how effed off I can come across as. And I'm really, like, really not trying to have to, get arrested or anything like that. Plus, I got security there, so I probably would have been escorted with my kids anyway. I know how mean I can be, dude. And trust and believe, once you bypass my privacy and my limitations, whoo, you better run. You better freaking run. That just is what it is. But so I breastfed my baby, and thank God, that she ended up being okay. They give her the IV. Unfortunately, I had to spend 2 weeks total giving her the asthma medication for her to open up her little chest. Today, of all the days, we're gonna take her to the pediatrician in a couple hours from now, just to do a checkup on her lungs in general, just to make sure that whatever was there, it's cleared, and she's finally gonna be okay. But in terms of these remedies, like I said, the olive oil and the 3 drops of lemon is the most thorough Ayurvedic remedy that I can recommend to you guys because, like I specified earlier on, it gets rid of the free radicals in your brain, which is cancer-causing properties that ultimately lead to your certain death. Because once you get cancer in your brain, it's irreversible. They obviously don't got a cure for brain cancer, and there's just no more you. And so, the very most best remedy that I can recommend to you is that, um, you know, the olive oil with the 3 drops of lemon, or you can get fancy and decide to do the other one, which that one, it basically does pretty much almost all of that, but on top of that, it kills basically the viruses. So that's the lemon, olive oil, and honey combined. But I don't know, for some reason, and in my head I'm like, that probably tastes not as good as this one. But there's honey in that one, so I believe it would be okay. But I'm not saying nothing in terms of that one because right now I got my husband and myself on the one with just the lemon and the olive oil. Simple as the fact that it does more for your body and it prevents a lot more, and that's just where we're going with this. But if you didn't catch my vlog earlier on, this is the olive oil and the 3 drops of lemon basically is a cure for your brain because it prevents brain cancer with getting rid of the toxins and free radicals from your brain. Um, Also, it's a cure for your cardiovascular tract. It prevents you from getting stroke and heart attack. It boosts your immune system. If you have diabetes or high blood pressure, for diabetes, it basically regulates your insulin and gets your blood sugar under control. And for folks with high blood pressure as well, it also promotes. My God, dude, my language today. What the chicken noodle? Um, but it promotes weight loss. It also Helps the women increase their cup size if they want to do that with fenugreek, which is fine. If you love yourself, I'm so happy for you. You're awesome. Yay! And Also, pretty much everybody in your family can do it except for the tiny, tiny babies. Um, it's like a lesson well learned. If you want to save your life, you'll do it, literally. And it also, um, it does so much more. Do me a solid, all right, y'all, because I mean this will really kind of cover about everything I just specified. But if you want, y'all can go look up on YouTube as well. Look up olive oil and lemon remedy, and y'all will see personally for yourselves everything that it does for real. But it also improves blood circulation. For you men out there, it does wonders for you down there. I'm not gonna, go into full on detail and all that. That's just grungy. Who does that? But what I will say is because it improves circulation, it improves your performance. Oh, we'll say it like that. There y'all go. We ain't gotta be nasty and big and raunchy and whatever else in between. But it does improve um your performance. Okay. What else? I think that's about it, y'all. I mean, other than the blood circulation, there's countless other Ayurvedic remedies for blood circulation, if you're wondering. But I'm only going to cover these two remedies, like I said, the turmeric root with olive oil, as well as this one. However, the turmeric root with olive oil is more engineered for people with cancer, people who have not yet gotten cancer to prevent it, and for people with diabetes or high blood pressure. That one in itself does so much. It prevents so many diseases. Also, I forgot to mention that the remedy with olive oil and lemon also helps to prevent dementia and Alzheimer's, and I believe Parkinson's disease. It even boosts your memory. So it actually really does a whole lot for you. And like I said, as long as you are strong and you can stomach it, you can take it. And like I said, the way to make it is you basically wake up on an empty stomach, you get a regular spoon, you put a teaspoon of the olive oil, and you get 3 drops of lemon. You have it, and you gotta wait 20 minutes after you are done taking it for the remedy to take full out. What do you mean? So the 20 minutes after you take it, it basically, you gotta wait that 20-minute period so that it takes full effect. I was going to say full out waiting time. What the fudge? I don't know where my mind is, y'all, today, but I just wanted to share this information with you. But like I said, so after you take it on an empty stomach, you do gotta wait the 20-minute period so that it takes full effect. I don't know why I struggle to say that, but it is what it is. And as long as y'all got that information, ain't nothing else matters. So we good. Um, and I think that's pretty much just about it, y'all. It's all about Ayurvedic medicine, educating yourself. I have been personally asked to work for the World Health Organization, but I declined because I'm not gonna go work for any corrupt agency. And I specified that early on, and I was just so ridiculed for it, but I really don't give a damn. Like I said, I was offered a job at the WHO. Okay. And part of that is because I study natural holistic medicine, and in the world we live in today, there's not nearly enough natural homeopathic doctors out there. I spent literally 9 years of my life studying natural holistic medicine. I basically have the equivalent of like a westernized medical doctor. However, I will not work in an office or for anybody else, And I most definitely will not work for no corrupt agency. I am here on this earth to serve God's people. Those who are broken, those who are ill, their children, the true group that truly needs the help. Okay, I will never be bribed, and I will never sign a contract saying that I have to lie to anybody. You know what blows me away? I'll save that for a different vlog because this is not the time or the place. And like I said, I do apologize for looking like a hot mess express and my speech today. I don't know why my thoughts just it felt like they were like being bombarded, like because I got so much information to give y'all, but it was really worth it. So I'm glad that y'all got that information. I hope that you start taking this remedy and you share your life altering experience with me. My husband and I took it this morning, and it actually didn't, because of the lemon, I actually didn't taste the oil. But like it was weird because I told my husband, I'm like, oh, it's like I got lip gloss. It makes you feel like shiny, if that makes sense. I mean, I don't know, y'all. Just my experience. Who knows what yours will be. And like I said, if you struggle with blood pressure or diabetes, the rest of your body, I will think that, after a few days of taking this, you'll start to feel a lot better. So once that happens, please share your life altering stories with me. And I would love to do a separate vlog and share your stories of how this impacted your life. I don't know why my eye is feeling that way, but we all right. So I love you, fam, and I really hope y'all take this into consideration. If you guys got, toddlers, or if you got older kids in your house, even your spouses or significant others, you should share this with them. For real. I love you. Bye bye.